Hello everyone, my name is Stephen Trifu, and I am a second-year computer science major here at UMUC. I currently live in Waldorf, Maryland, but am originally from New York City. Very early on, I became involved in the IT industry, first taking on an after-school job at my local high school as a desktop support assistant. Soon after that, I started doing some freelance work providing in-home personal computer repair. In 2002, when I graduated from high school and my parents and I moved down to southern Maryland, I began searching for an entry-level IT position, which then led me down to Richmond, Virginia. During my time in Richmond, I began working as a support technician for a leading government contractor who supplied many branches of the military with the means to securely communicate and share data over the internet. Within 2 years, I worked my way into a software testing position, and I've been in that role ever since. In the spring of 2007, due to some family health issues, I returned to Waldorf to provide assistance to my parents. So, over the last few years, I went from being a city boy to a country boy, and now back to the city. I've really learned you can't plan your life too much because the unexpected does happen from time to time. It has been a rough transition moving back in with my parents, but it also provided me the opportunity to return to school. Over the last few months, as I took on a teaching role at my local church, I realized that God was directing my path to education. I realized that my personality and character seemed to fit a little better in that atmosphere. As I slowly chip away at my degree, and now as I take this speech course with you all, I hope to better refine my communication skills, more in preparation for my time in the classroom as an educator. One thing I should mention about me is that I love to talk. I feel like the best character / personality test is to sit down with someone and chat about nothing. The reaction from a joke or of something that is sad provide somewhat of a framework of who that person really is. I feel like I become somewhat of a social scientist, intentionally saying something or doing something to observe the reactions of others. Maybe it's a little weird, but that's just me. Before I end here, I did want to mention a hobby of mine. I like to bike. I spend most of my time during the spring and summer months on my bike. One thing I hope to accomplish one day is to complete a century ride. And for those of you who don't know what a century ride is, it's a 100-mile bike tour. I enjoy the challenges that biking brings to my life more than probably anything about it. And just like biking, I think life has its hills and valleys, but when we train ourselves and apply the things we learn along the way, we can achieve any goal. I know, a little cheesy, but again, that's me. Thank you all for taking the time in watching my intro speech today. I look forward to watching some of yours as well and commenting on them. I also look forward to the next few weeks as we'd be taking this course together. I think it's an interesting venue to take a speech course in, and I look forward to learning and interacting with many of you in this new age of communication. Again, I'm a very approachable person. I enjoy conversation, so feel free to send me a private message, look me up on Facebook. I'm always up for a good conversation, whether school related or not. Well, thanks again, and take care.